Hi everyone, and welcome back to part 2 of the engine build. We got our short block here. Everything's glued in the last episode, so we're gonna start getting some other stuff done. We're gonna get the oil pump on, get some of the timing components on, we get the heads on, and some other miscellaneous stuff. I'm still waiting on my Myvic deletes for the cam gears, so we're gonna get everything we can possibly get done, and then we can get to throwing this in the car. We got our oil pump stuff on, we got our timing chains and all of our guides. All right, we're ready to install in this head gasket. We're gonna put some sealant on the 2 corners here. All right, got our head gasket on there. Now we're gonna reach into this box here and head on. Bolt these 625 head studs down. Get this out here. This should be fun. Actually, we're gonna do this. So the heads that I got are from, well, I shouldn't say it's from, but it's a service that Matt Performance does. I have them all shimmed and stuff. I was going to do that myself, but I ended up not doing it. So we have all brand new bucket lifters, GSC springs and retainers. And we also have the GS3 S3 cams, Farah valves, and guides, and GSC seals as well. So I don't know if you want to look in the chambers here, you can see. We did stay with stock size valves for now. I'm gonna see what kind of power numbers I'm gonna be pushing for that. So I don't know how well it's gonna go. There's always room. There's always room later on to change it and to get everything, or make things better. We may even go to a ported head later on. So I don't know, we're just testing this out for now. These are not very easy to install. Our technical difficulties are gone now. had to grind a socket down to get in these two corners, but we're good now. And I'm gonna tighten these down with the clutch gun. All right, now we got all our cam caps off and set over on the bench. We're gonna put some bearings in for the cams. Each engine has a different bearing cap. They normally sell them one piece at a time. I can't remember if this is stamped on this one, but so your main cam cap, you see there's a 2 stamped on this. So that would be when you buy these, they go by numbers. I think it's 1, 2, and 3. So make sure when you do decide to do any head work, or you're taking anything apart in your head or whatever with your cams, or if you spin something and whatever you're replacing something, make sure you pay attention to the number stamped on your cam cap. See, like this. And there's the 2. So these go in just like regular bearings. Just pop them in. One in there. All right, now we got those bearings in. We're gonna put some assembly lube on in. Got that all lubed up, and drop in our cams. Alright, so we're back on a different day. The cam gears didn't come in the day that I thought they were going to come in on. So now we have them. These are the Magnus Motorsports deletes. You see here are our stock ones, and we're gonna get rid of the whole center. We're gonna take out these back rings, and they go to here. Actually, I should do it like this. There's one is bigger than the other. So the exhaust side is bigger than the intake. So there's actually 2 lines on here, which I learned. See, there's a line here, and then there's a line here. And then you have your degrees here. I found out that you need to play with them and make sure which line is center, because you want your bolts in the center here. You don't want it clocked all the way that way and then it doesn't even give you 0. So pay attention if you do get these. Loctite for everything. Also, you need a special tool for the back side of these. I don't even know what it's called. It's not a Torx, but it's only got 5 sides, so I had to buy that to get these bolts off the back here. But so we're gonna get rid of those. There's that. There's an inside of the exhaust housing. I'll wipe this down. Now we're going to put our magnets on there, and the distance between these holes and these holes are different, so you can't mess it up. Unless you're me. I'm just kidding. So now we're going to put some Loctite on it with the bolts that they gave me. This is my exhaust side. Line this up here with the exhaust. There. And you may notice something on the engine that wasn't on there before. I actually have my turbo kit mounted up. I had to clock the turbo and get it all ready to go on, just to make sure I wasn't doing it in the car. It just makes sense since it's all right here. So that's on there temporarily. Alright, now we got these cam gears on. They're not torqued yet. I'm gonna go ahead and put the chain on and stuff. And when I do that, I will torque it down. But another thing with the Myvec deletes is they come with the sensors are no longer used. So they go in the housings. Should get the O-ring in there. There we go. Maybe. There. Then you just bolt them in. Dielectric grease on there. Slide in a little bit better. Didn't originally plan on deleting both sides, but do it anyway. Okay. Alright, so we already kind of turned everything over. Just want to make sure everything was lined up. Line these lines with each other, and then here are your actual timing marks that go with the chain. And another thing is, when you're doing the crank sprocket, you want to have your cover on here. There's dowel pins on the side that will hold that on there, and then you want to take your stock crank and slide it on. And there's a timing mark right here. You want it to go to the T on the top dead center. So, and we are already there because I already set it. So I'm pretty sure that my new harmonic balancer doesn't even have a mark, and I could be wrong, but We'll get to that in a little bit here. But so now we're gonna start setting up our timing chain. All right, now we got our chain. Come down here, this little dot. And we got a gold link, or copper link, whatever you want to call it. And then we'll start at the top. So after that, everything's lined up, I think. It's lined up, it's lined up. Full pin. Now it's for the real test. And I don't mean to be this guy, but if you guys, if anybody is putting chains on whether they look right or not, and just putting it together and firing it, shame on you. That's how you ruin engines, for sure. So. All right, now it's done. Always check over your work, apparently. Make sure you don't forget something. So, all right, now we're gonna get to clearing some of this crap off. So we'll be right back and we'll glue this cover. Late night motor stuff, you know what that means? Going to McDonald's.
No.
So they can fuck up our burger again. All right.
Sub
I would say that we could go, but it's time to put some fun stuff on.
But I'm hangry.
I don't think.
All about the car.
My nice powder coated engine bracket. I've been waiting to put this on for so long.
You're really like a kid at Christmas time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Why don't you fit? Good pan. So we tried to put the balancer on. The balancer did not fit, and I totally should have looked up to begin with that you need a special tool to put it on. We had to order the tools, so we're not going to be doing that today. But as far as that, now we got the whole engine built. We got everything glued down. We got the pan on. This thing is pretty much ready to go in, besides a few little things. We just got to get the harmonic balancer on and some of the accessories. We got to get the clutch on and some other stuff like that. But other than that, this thing is about ready to go in the car. So stay tuned for next episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.